Sometimes, let's see here, Limburg. Sometimes you can't catch their left sleeve. And what I notice what happens is, John,
Yes, sir.
Limburg, you real quick. And what I noticed happens, sometimes you can't catch their left sleeve. So we're here, he's down on his left knee, right knee's up. I'm gonna sit up, get the heel from here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, here, okay? So as I push my leg here, that was my hip on his foot, okay?
Nice.
I always want to regrip. I always want to pull him this way here. So what happens is, yeah, I want to let him bring his knee in. Nobody wants to be completely stretched out, but why I'm pushing here is for him to begin to use his back knee to push back in, to get better stability here, which enables me to get an easier deep de la Riva here, okay? My objective is not to go, and just straight down my leg, so he could just use his left hand on my shin, left hand, and just step over, and then that's it, okay? Because my leg is dead. You have to have like a sprint, okay? So they get here, okay? I'm pushing just enough because I feel he'll want to push back. He'll always push back to narrow the stance here, to have more stability. So he pushes. That's what makes this more accessible here. If he's way back, then it's a problem. So I go here, okay? Then I'll go here. As I tilt him here, he knows I want to go and grab that arm. So sometimes it's too far out of reach. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull him in with my legs, and I'm going to start tilting this way here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep this right hook. I'm going to take the left one out. I'm going to push him, and I'm going to go right into here, okay? Into that sweep, that basic de la Riva sit-up sweep. We did this last week or the week before. We were here, here, here. Okay, and you basically take them over this way. But what I noticed is that from that deep de la Riva, this leg is so caught that you already have this set up. You just have to properly utilize this leg. So we're here. For those of you who are asking, this right here is no good for me. I need to keep, for the de la Riva, my hand on his Achilles, basically pulling his heel and forcing his foot to point inward. He wants to take this free hand, put it on my knee, and he wants to point this foot outward so his knee can drive. Very difficult to drive your knee outward and to have your foot pointing inward, okay? So for him to drive this knee, he has to turn his foot first. If he can't turn his foot, he can't bring his knee in proper position. If he brings his foot, if I'm here at the yeah, see how easy he turns it? Here, it's hard for him to turn it. And I can begin to realign right here, okay? So I go from my number 1, 2, 3, okay? And see where my hip is here, okay? I go to the 4. I push right here, brings it in, go here. Go here, and I want to tilt them this way here, but then what I do is I go in a circle. 1, 2, 3. And from here, you're able to pass and get a good position here. You go into this like circle. As you tilt to the right, you continue the movement to the left, and your left ankle's on the mat. One more time. So here, 1, 4, and 3. I push it over here. Get the deep heel here. And here, he's like strong here. And I want to keep this wedge open here. Because from here, I can, in all honesty, just pass. Right in the second short. From here, like a long step to go south. Okay? Here, 1, 2, 3, 4. Pulling this way here. Like this. From here. You get another. Either you get another hook on the arm or on the leg. But this hand pushes it one more time. push just enough. He brings his foot back in. Tilt this way here. I'm gonna pull him in this way here. He starts to lift his head here. And I'm moving to the other side here. Pull this leg out here. And I wanna now push him with my shin and my hand that way. If I can. And pass. You're tripping him over the bottom leg. Okay, let's do it. 1, 2, 3.